So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Some of the greatest to have played the game have described Frankie de Jong as a player who can define an era. The way he holds on to the ball, absorbs pressure, creates space. There's much more than a passing resemblance to some of the former greats.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Ronaldinho really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Gullit.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Villa. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, such a clever touch. Aimed at the far side. There will be a throw-in. That's going across goal. Good read, needed to be.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Gullit never out of the action for very long. Cruyff opts to play it back, and he's quick to get rid. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pelé. Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Pelé in acres of space out wide, so no flag here. He's picked his way through. Oh, bullish header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. This time, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar goes short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He has found the way through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Beckenbauer. It's Gullit. Pelé. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That has been slung wide. Looking for options for movement. Van Bronckhorst picks it up out wide. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Gullit. Now he's got space here. Not the most accurate pass. Triol calmly anticipates. He's shifting through the gears here. Triol defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That is ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Cruyff. Puyol gets it clear, and that has left him in a heap. Bullet, and it's Cruyff. Neymar. Oh, that is a good... Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's being shifted off it. Beckenbauer. Cruyff. Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Yeah, we get to see this more and more.
Header! And this is Hullet. Incoming, and a header! He's scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
He watched it all. That's that, the end. Benfica have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantic. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings the power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare.
Kakitani! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Pull it. Lam. Pull it. And it's Hullet. He's in plenty of space here. Header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that's nice. And it's Deco. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Roberto Carlos. Not a bad start to the game. A chance at either end already. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And this is Pele. Lam. Chance to deliver. Zanetti tries to clear. Beckenbauer. Lam has the space to scheme. And that has been cleared.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Lam clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Guardiola is there, and he can get that clear. Benfica with the corner, there first. Forced to go back. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ronaldo gets into a good position. Terrific effort! Well now, oh, it's fallen loose again! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Triol is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Seedorf. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Neymar. Benfica are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. And that is out of play. And that has left him in a heap. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And they're back on the ball again. And here's Kakitani. Zanetti. Kakitani receives it in a good position here. Pull it.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Big chance! Goal! Benfica! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Benfica have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now it's Kakitani. Stojkovic. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! Well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
That's destined for the flank. Now it's Neymar. Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? What a wonderful goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Benfica with the lead. There's the crossfield ball. That is good alertness. And this is Ibrahimovic. Out towards the flank. Lovely feet. And it's Hullet. It's a threatening ball. Great chance! Caught offside that time. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Benfica are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And so the action is resumed. Knocks it out wide. Looking for options for movement. Impressive jump! Oh, split-second reaction.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Benfica have their second corner now. Pepe with the clearance. Oh, sweet feet. Nicely aimed pass. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And this is Ronaldo. He's picked his way. He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. It's a throw-in. Hullet.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And a header! Against the crossbar! Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Kakitani. Oh, delightful ball. Lahm. Over to the other side. Kakitani gets on his bike and on the move. Now it's Neymar, and that was asking for too much. Pepe is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Knocks it into space. Zanetti.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 8, Deco. El dorsal 23.
Plays a sharp little ball here.
El dorsal 3.
Now the ball in.
Serán sustituidos por
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Filippo Inzaghi. El dorsal 5. Ribery. El dorsal 19.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
El dorsal 2.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him. And Ribery! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And this is Ribery. Lam. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Baggio. He is wide and looking to get onto this. He has found the way through. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's there to belt it away. That has been knocked clear. Ronaldinho.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Hazard. Lampard. Lampard. Jordan Henderson. For Ribery. Ribery. Ribery! It's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Barcelona really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And it's Seedorf. Now it's Roberto Baggio.
That's good play from him.
Roberto Baggio. He's in a great shot at goal! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the shot!
2 minutos de descuento.
Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. 2 minutes to be added on. Lahm. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that is as far as it goes. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Ibrahimovic certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Pelé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Pelé clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's an errant pass. Bullet. Lahm. Looking for the run. And here's Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. Good ball, good take. Big chance! That looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And a chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Santos do have a chance to counter here. Oh, delightful ball. Lam is always looking to play quality balls. Your impression so far, Jim?
Benfica have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Played through into space. Pele receives it in a wide position. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, easy pickings there. Guardiola. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's had it nicked away. Azar. Can he spark a counter here? Chips it through. And no, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos. Now Cruyff. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Pepe clears it away. Guardiola. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cruyff. And it's Gullit. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There's the shot! Gullit. Pele. Cruyff. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Neymar. Spread it left. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, and it's Azar. Shot at goal! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Santos have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options.
A header! And the ball's come loose here. So, third corner of the game. Cruyff plays it short. Pele with the cross. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. That pass has been well intercepted. And that pass just didn't quite work. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Pele. Can he get it through? Oh, that was vital. Van Bronckhorst. Strong running down that left flank. Rummenigge bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Gullit.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
And it's Gullit. He's a sharp little ball here. Now this could be a chance. Now the delivery. Shoots! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Neymar simply had to do better than that. He blew a great chance.
So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Benfica trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And so the action is resumed. Ibrahimovic, and the shot! It's a goal! Benfica are back in business!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the shot's on here. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a key interception. Cruyff. Always onto this. Ibrahimovic. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Neymar with a real chance here.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, that's neat. And this is Cruyff. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Not the most accurate pass. Santos have the chance to go the other way. And this is Ibrahimovic, closing in on goal. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And the counter is on. Pele has played it back. Great vision. Pele gets flagged offside. So we have movement on both benches.
Número 21, Ibrahimovic. Número 14, Neymar.
Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Zola. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pepe calmly anticipates.
Hazard. Número 17. Número
Pepe
18,
cuts it out.
Ronaldinho. Número 20.
Zola.
Sidorf. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Oh, that's beautifully weighted.
That's good play from him.
He's one-on-one, shapes to shoot! Seedorf. And it's Baggio. Ronaldinho. Pressing high and with purpose. And it's Lam. Stood up well to him there. Zola. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Hazard. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho stood his ground strongly. Seedorf. Oh, what a mistake! Guardiola. Zola. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Into the last quarter of an hour. Just eases him off the ball. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There's a quick free kick. And it's Seedorf. Beckenbauer. And this is Ronaldo.
Benfica clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get free. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he stands tall, impenetrable. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Santos are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. It's a throw-in. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Header! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal! Benfica! And the comeback is complete! So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Crunching tackle.
Santos really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's intervened well there. Ibrahimovic.
Vamos ter 5 minutos de
Aims
compensação.
beyond the defence. Solar. Roberto Carlos. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And this is Ibrahimovic. Lam. Van Bronckhorst does really well to win the ball there. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Benfica have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Pull it. Looking for the run. Lam receives it in. Oh, good climb! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Ibrahimovic is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Matheus Cunha stood up well to him there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Vieira. And it's Maldini. It's Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. It's Gullit. Gullit will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Beckenbauer. And it's Gullit. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Chance for a shot! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Benfica have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Seedorf. And here's Pato. Can he get on the end of this? And that's a simple one for the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Cruyff stood his ground strongly. Now the cross. Oh, good effort! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, it really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Decent chance! And he's there to belt it away. Messi gets on his bike and on the move. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now it's Pato. Lofted in. Ah, he's given it away. And it's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Great defending, strong and determined. Tries to play it through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's had a shot! Off the post! Benfica looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Seedorf. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Forlan. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now then, the ball's come loose. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. Out of play for a throw. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. And he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, a delicate chip through. Thuram gets over and intercepts. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Time and again they are repelled. Cruyff looking to play him in. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's onside!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Benfica go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Benfica are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. Back on the way then.
Benfica definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Live it in. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Beckenbauer. Lahm. Cruyff. It's a searching pass, and that could set him on his way. Shoots! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's Lahm.
Such good technique.
He's found a way through. Lahm is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Pullet is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 21, Ibrahimovic. Número 11, vão dar os seus lugares a número 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 18, Ronaldinho.
Messi. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Forlan picks it up out wide. Benfica do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. No, that's been intercepted. More and more pressure on the ball here. Vieira. Now it's Ronaldinho. Seedorf. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Hullet. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Pato. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Roberto Carlos. Beckenbauer, who does have an assist to his name. Lahm in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Fabinho. Messi. Matheus Cunha. Good ball over the top. That's the keeper's ball. Seedorf. Threads one in. Ronaldinho is wide and looking to get onto this. Getting up there! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Pato. And they win it back again. And it's Ronaldinho. Now he's got space here. Oh, can he get onto this? And he cuts out the supply. Maldini. Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
He's had it taken off him. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And here's Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Benfica have their second corner now. Roberto Carlos with the short one.
That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
And here's Ronaldinho. Cristiano Ronaldo! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Skriniar kept his eye on it, and that is that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and...